Hi, so I thought I might try and do, I don't know how this will work, a little spend the week with me. So today's Saturday, I was up bright and early this morning about 6:15, and because my first Sim World session today was at 7:30, so I have 3 sessions on a Saturday. It's quite a big group. This is my room. So this is one of the places that I work. I can't show you the other one. Yeah, we have well over 100 people in group every week, lots of target members, and I just love what I do. So it is 1 o'clock. I'm off home for some lunch and a change of clothes because later we are setting off to like a day festival that's headlined by my favourite band. And it's absolutely hoying it down with rain, but once you're wet, you can't get any wetter. That's what I think. So yeah, I'll see how the week goes, and I will be making some things and sharing what I've made as the week goes on. So I hope you enjoy spending a week in what could be quite a crazy week. Hi, welcome back. So it is Sunday. I'm tired. The gig was amazing last night. We didn't go in too early. Without being disrespectful to the bands, there wasn't anybody we were massively bothered about singing before, and if it had been a lovely sunny day, we'd have gone in early and things, but we didn't, and it kind of paid off for me a little bit personally because the queues for the food were incredible, and I took like a chicken pork bowl thing with me to eat before I went in, just so that I knew I was okay with everything around my food needs. So yeah, James were awesome. I'll drop a couple of pictures in of me and Carl, one I got of Tim and Debbie drums, and I am going to put a little bit of footage in, but I'm going to put it in right at the end of the week. I got a couple of snippets of tracks that I think that you'll like. I'm weird when if I record anything at a gig, I don't do it for too long, and I try not to do too much, but I kind of get a camera position and then I actually watch it. Don't watch it through the camera. So yeah, you can stay tuned at the end. I'll try and do a reminder later in the week. But it's Sunday. It's my day off. I want to do a bit of sewing today, spend a bit of time with Carl, and Ira's about to go to work. I've been doing my Trini style, what am I taking with me, because I'm away for, well, I'm away for 3 days, 2 nights. I'm on a course for 3 days. So I've been working out what I want to take. So I've just pulled out the dress that I had on yesterday, which is the Silac Bell dress. I'm going to have a look at how much fabric I've got left of this, because I do have a little bit left. I was thinking about ordering another metre, but it's a viscose lawn, the version I got. There are 2 types in it. It's the Dolores from Fabric Godmother. And I did it, 2 seconds, I'll grab these. So I did it, as you remember, in the bell dress. This is getting a little bit too big. I did just quickly put a safety pin on yesterday, but I'm probably going to actually put one of Bexo's buttons on there today. And so I might travel in this. It is getting, it's maxi, but it's getting really long because I've probably lost about 1.5 stones since I made this and wore it for the ball. So I'm thinking I'll travel in this tomorrow, and then probably this is the same dress but with the shade panel at the front, so exactly the same pattern. It travels, well, I would say it travels really well. I've just noticed a little bit of it needs a little bit of a repair around there. So I will sort that out today, and that's getting loose, so this might be my last wear of this as well. So that's fine. This wasn't expensive fabric, and I'm not going to try and rehash this into anything else. But with this one, because it's got the sort of the burrito bit in the back, there's quite a bit of fabric in here, and then you've got the burrito part. So I'm trying to work out if I've got enough in what's already in the bodice plus what I've got left to try to possibly turn it into maybe the Davenport bodice. Raise the skirt probably by about 2 inches, but I'll take that off the waist because the ruffle and everything's already on and done, and I've got that finished really nicely. I mean, that's not a must be done now. That might be sort of when I kind of get more towards my target weight, but I just want to see if I've got enough fabric to do that. Don't think they'll run out, but I'd be gutted if they did, because the fabric for this was £80, so I'd prefer not to buy any more if I don't need to. That's because I think I got 4.5 or 5, maybe 5 meters of it, because of how I wanted the stripes to run in certain ways and line up. Obviously I had to make sure I had enough fabric for that, but I do have some, so I'm going to explore that. This one, once it's done, it's a charity shop done. I'll pop these back up here. And what I'd like to get finished today, and I'm going to wear this for the baby shower next week, and I think I'd like to wear this when I'm away, is this Ted Baker Cotton Lawn, which is the Tilly and the Buttons indigo dress. I forgot to mention that there is a pattern test going on for Jane's next pattern for the Dressmaker's Closet. So I am brand ambassador, so this was gifted to me, and obviously the pattern's gifted to me because I'm a pattern tester for that. So that is called the Dolly Top, and I've chosen this fabric, which is viscose chalice from Minerva. So this is supplied to me for free. I will put a link into it. I have looked at it before. I nearly got it when I did the Ava blouse, but going into winter time, it's still bright. But I think it'll be really, really lovely. And I've got that navy linen skirt, and I think that'll be really nice with that. And I've also got some like denim wide leg pants, which it'll look really lovely with. So I've got that. That's all washed and ready, and I think we're going to get the pattern this week. And then we're pattern testing the week after. So I won't be doing anything sewing wise with this week, and I'll share it with you as soon as I can. Really love the look of that top, so I'm excited about making that. And I mentioned that I'd ordered some fabric, and I was waiting for it to come from Pound Fabrics, which is swimwear fabric. And thank you for all of you who helped me to well, you voted for what you want me to make. No surprise, I still haven't decided what I'm going to make, but this is the other one that I got, which I think is absolutely adorable. So it's like, do I make the leopard print or do I do that this year? And I still haven't decided. I'm just going with the flow. So today I'm aiming to finish that dress, make the baby clothes or get started on those. I've still got my denim jacket to finish, but that's doesn't have to be done this week. And then behind me somewhere I've still got the bodice for the Ariana's sundress. And what I'm going to do with this, the bodice is pretty much finished, is I've now got the lining for the skirt. So I'm going to overlock all of those pieces, because I am going to take my machine away. And I thought, if it's all overlocked, I only need to take my sewing machine and a couple of bits, really. I probably won't do the poppers till I come home, but if I've got the rest of it made, that's great. Because I know some of you have said, oh, isn't it lovely how you're multitasking between projects? And I've got to be honest, I can't work like that. I'm getting a little bit sort of stressed and frustrated because I've talked to you about things for 3 weeks. And it's not about what I talk to you about, but it's what I do for myself. I don't feel like I've finished anything for about 2 to 3 weeks because I'm super busy with work and things. But for me, I like to be on with a garment and finish it. So I need to get some, I'm a bit of a completer finisher. I need to get some things finished. So, so by the end of the week, I should have that dress finished. I should have this finished. And I'm not going to commit to having any more done on my denim jacket, but I will have a bit more time next weekend. This is the Dressmaker's Closet Nell dress, the t-shirt dress. I can't remember what size I've got this made in, but I mean, it's a t-shirt dress, so you can get away with it. And I'm kind of thinking this might be something I might travel in on my holidays. I've got a few of these, do really like them. Quite long, and I put the ruffle on the bottom as well. So yeah, happy Sunday. You're not going to see this till Friday, so I don't know what I'm saying. I'm way out of my comfort zone in this. You guys know I hate my arms, but I'm almost finished. What's my toile, or wearable toile, of the Style Arc Ariana sundress, I call it. It's just the Ariana woven dress. So I've had to fully line it. I've talked about that before. I've just lined it with a white viscose chalice that I got from Pound Fabrics, which is about £2.99 a metre. The construction of it's been really nice to do. It's gone together really well. I was going to put poppers on, but I had a bit play with them and I wasn't really convinced they were going to keep everything where I needed in this area. I was thinking of buttonholes, nearly did buttonholes, but now I'm really pleased that I didn't. Now, the finished length is exactly as it looks on the picture. Now, I should have looked at that better. So it's kind of just below the knee, really, not even mid-calf. It's not a length that I would wear. When I tried it on, I was like, oh God, it's like making a dress inside a dress. I feel like I've been on with it forever. Anyway, I've added a ruffle and I really like it now. And I'm going to stand up and just show you. So I felt feel that it's gaping here. It is gaping there. And that might be an adjustment I make on the next time that I make it. I mean, I could possibly run that in now, but as it's lined, just kind of no. But what I've done is I've sewn it up, and I was about to stitch on all of the buttons, But if I do this, I think it's going to help because it's going to bring this bit in and that's bringing the sides in. So first of all, I'm going to try, not today, but I'm picking from here up over, just seeing if I can bring that top over a bit. And if that does what I need it to do there, then happy day. Sorry, I know you're talking to my chest, not me. I'm going to swing the camera around. And if I pan down, I don't know how much you can see. And I'm definitely not standing on that chair, given that I've landed on the desk and broke it, the other week. Don't know how far down you can go, but you can see I've just added, so I've added about, I would say maybe an 8 to 10 inch ruffle on the bottom of it. And now I think once I get this fit part of it right, so I'll show you the back. I've got a really old bra on, so don't zoom in because it like is rotten. Good morning. It is Tuesday. I'm really confused because I'm normally off on a Monday, but I was in the office yesterday, so I didn't record anything yesterday, but it was a pretty boring day. Well, just a normal day. I was at work and then just came home, TV, food, chill with Carl. So I've just arrived at Scotch Corner, which if you're from the northeast, you'll know it's about an hour and a quarter down the A1 for me, and I'm here for 3 days. I've just booked a couple of nights to stay at the Travel Lodge over the way. So I will check in later and yeah, tell you what I'm up to. I have brought all my machines. Well, not all, some of my machines and some work to do. So see you soon. Hi everyone, so welcome. It's Tuesday evening, it's 8:30 actually. So I'm in my travel lodge in the services at Scotch Corner Hotel, which isn't exactly the most glamorous location. So my question is, what's the most random place that you've sewn? I guess. So I brought my machines because my default when I'm away like this would probably be, in all honesty, to chill out and treat yourself to some chocolate, but I can't eat that anymore. And I thought, no, I want to keep kind of occupied. And let's face it, for most of us, sewing is our sort of de-stress. Not that I've had a stressful day. The training with Slim World's always really stimulating. I've got loads of ideas and absolutely feel inspired. So I thought I'd share what I'm making tonight. So tonight I have started on this pattern. Sorry about that, there was a slight technical glitch there, i.e. the camera fell off the tripod. So I'm currently in the process of making this Evelyn pattern. I think I got it off Etsy, I can't remember, which are like a harem pant in this fabric here. So along with the legs, they're inside out, but it's this fabric. I've shared it before with these little rainbows on. So the legs are in progress, and the t-shirt is by the same company. It's a kid's sweater. I've just done it, I haven't kind of pieced it, I've just done it all as one rather than sectioned out. So these both go from, well, this one goes from basically newborn to 4 years. That's for the pants. And the t-shirt is from 4 to 6 months to 8 years, and I've done about 6 months in these. So I'll just pop that to one side. So the t-shirt is work in progress. I'm kind of putting the sleeves in, the little necks in. I'll need to top stitch this as well, but it's looking quite cute. I've never made baby clothes before. I'm just quite like, yeah, it's dead cute, isn't it? So I did share this before a little while ago when I got the fabric, and both of these fabrics were from First for Fabrics. I'll put a link in. If I forget to say the pattern or where it is, I always try to put it in the description box. So the next 2 patterns, thank you to Bex from What Bex Sews, were free downloads from Patterns for Pirates. So these are called the Petite Pegs. So they're more like a pair of leggings rather than the harem pants. And these go from prem to 12 months. I honestly can't remember which size I cut out in these. Probably fairly similar. I mean, I can remember when Naira was little, like 3 to 6 months she was probably in when she was about 3 weeks old. And it's a same from Patterns for Pirates. It's a free t-shirt pattern, and that goes from prem to 12 months as well. And it's a lap tee, so it's got a slightly different neckline on that one there, and just doing that all one colour. So I've got 1/2 metre of fabric for each of these, and I'm doing this one in this, also got rainbows on, but a bit like brighter. This one's a little bit thicker. I definitely did 6 months for this. I'm going to put a little ribbon around and a little card so it says which size. The leggings are the same. I'm all set up. Overlocker, sewing machine. The only thing is I'm doing a little bit of thread chicken with the overlocker, and I need to do some gathering as well, and I was planning on doing that on the overlocker, but I have got plenty of white thread, so it might be that if I need to, I might need to switch this out to just a white thread spool, because I've got a gathering foot for this brother overlocker. So my plan is, I'll probably catch up with you tomorrow night and I can tell you what that is. So I'm not being dowdy in black. I've got Starlight Bell dress on. I'll drop a picture in of that. But it was really cold in our training room today. It was like, I left home early, shades on, it was sunny. It was about 17 degrees at 7:45, which compared to how it's been was really nice. Blue sky, sun out. But the room was really cold today. So lucky, this is one of the cropped Billy jumpers, so Tilly and the Buttons Billy, with the puffed sleeves and the cuffs that basically wore all last winter. So I just made it cropped at the point where I tend to kind of have my waist on things, and luckily I popped that in my bag. How lucky was that? Because otherwise I would have been absolutely freezing. But hey ho. Good morning, it's Wednesday, and as you can see I'm sporting Travel Lodge decor, so I'll show you what I made last night, because I did make progress with the baby clothes, but I'll update you with that tonight. I have finished my Style Arc Sienna dress. I keep thinking Ariana dress, that's the name of it. So I'll show you that tonight. And I've just done this morning a quick alteration on this. So this is Tilly and the Buttons Indigo, my favourite pattern. This is one of the ones I made originally as a size 6. I did have ties in it, but what I've done this morning is just took the bodice from the skirt, separated them out, and starting at the bust start, which is here, I've just graded it in, and I've took 1.5 centimetres out on the seam on either side, so that would be 6 centimetres all together that I've taken it in right round, and then I've brought the side seams in and then joined it back together again. So I feel like it's kind of a better fit on me, shows off my shape a little bit more. Obviously there's no zip, so I can't bring it in too much, but I just think it's making my shape look a lot better now. And I had an appointment with my gastroenterologist yesterday, a telephone appointment while I was in training. Delighted with my progress, absolutely signed off from them. Just think I'll need to stay on my PPI medication for my hiatus hernia for the rest of my life, but it's really happy for me to reduce it, just titrate it really, kind of move it up or down as I feel I need to. She said because of my upper GI and lower GI issues, I'm probably always going to have to stay on it, but really happy. She said for upper GI stuff, low FODMAP doesn't always work, but for a small amount of people it does. So she's delighted with, like, obviously the success I'm having from that with my symptoms and my weight loss. So yeah, that was a real positive from yesterday. So anyway, I'm off for training. Good morning, it's Thursday, it's my final day of training. You can see I've got my Style Arc Bell dress on again. Absolutely love this dress. Well, I've had a busy few days. My Ted Baker fabric indigo dress is almost finished. I do have something different planned that I'm going to share either on Sunday or Monday, depending on how I get on with it. But I'm not going to give the game away, you'll have to tune in for that. So, baby clothes are pretty much done. I shared the patterns earlier, so I'm not going to go through them again. But I just literally need to Mariflex the neckline round on this. They're just so cute. And then the bottoms that go with that are the harem style pants, and they are done. It's only because I didn't bring Mariflex thread, but in all fairness, I do prefer to top stitch. My neck is a great machine. It's great, like, you know, served me very well, but on my prim on the foot there are just some little red lines, and I keep thinking I could put some marker pen on these ones, but I just follow the red lines. Maybe I'll put the red line on the seam on the, like, where the foot is, and move the needle a couple of places along, and that gives me like a lovely neck edge. So the other baby set is the peg leg from Patterns for Pirates. These ones are almost finished. With these ones it's just a little hem, so yeah, I'm just waiting to Mariflex that round when I get home. I think they look really really cute. So this fabric was First Fabrics. The ribbing for both is from Pound Fabrics, I think. It's called Cuffing on Pound Fabrics site. And then this is the lapped, I think it's called a lapped tee. So I've not made one of these before, but quite typical for babies. Obviously you can open it up easier. So yeah, that one's done. I did top stitch the neckline on that because I just wanted to get on with it yesterday, but I'm quite pleased with how that's come out there. I'm really pleased with all my pattern matching on it all as well. You know, kind of the stripes are the same there, same on the sleeves. I've got them all really well, and with the leggings as well. I'm trying to work out which is front and back. That's the front and that's the back. And also the same with these. Where's the leggings gone? There. I mean, not that the baby will be bothered, but that's the front, and I've got those lined up all. And I did spend a bit of time on it. I think sometimes if it's for somebody else, don't you spend more time on it, being a bit faffy on it than for me? I would just go, that'll do. So yeah, really enjoyed my week away. I have just triggered off my carpal tunnel a little bit, but I think that's because I've been typing notes for 2 days on a laptop keyboard where I use my mouse rest at work, and I'm not typing as much, so that'll settle down. I've just put my splint back on overnight and a little bit this morning. I'm going to be heading home tonight. I'll drop a video in now of me wearing the Stylark Ariana dress, which is finished. So I did the adjustment on the bodice that I mentioned, which will fit me for this time, and then when I go home I need to write on the patterns for here for what adjustments I want to make there, and I really like it. So yeah, I'm trying to get over how my arms look, because well it's hot, who cares? That's what I'd say to anybody else, so why do I worry about it myself? And I think the main thing is getting used to how fitted it is, because I've not worn things that have sort of fitted to me in that way for such a long time. Definitely adding the ruffle on for me changes the dress completely. So hopefully I've dropped that little video in now, a little maybe close up. There are still the markings on it because I couldn't be bothered to go and see if they had an iron, so I just need to give it a good iron over, a good press when I get home. And I've really enjoyed my week. I'm not sure if I'll manage to get a picture of everybody from training today, but a couple of the girls on my team are here as well, so I'll drop a couple of pictures in of us. And then I've got the video footage of James and our gig that feels like forever ago that we went to. And how bizarre is this? I'm sitting next to a girl I've never met before, massive James fan, was also there on Sunday. So Sharon won't ever watch this, but yeah, how random was that? So I hope you've had a great week of sewing. Let me know as always what you've been up to. I'm really looking forward to hearing about that. And don't forget the question of the week: where's the strangest place that you've sewn? So all my kit is packed away. The only evidence of sewing is all the threads on the floor. But never mind. I will see you very soon, and have a great week. Show you